you can buy little vases, even plastic ones from your Dollar Tree. Stick your vase inside, and then you put your bouquet in there to work on it. Let's give everyone a few minutes to log on. I love you all. Hi. Let me click out real quick and send everybody an invite. There we go, everyone. Hi, Cindy. Hi, sweetheart. Okay. I see you, Maria. Yay, everyone's starting to come on. Awesome. Hi, Barbara. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Billy. Yay. Okay, so if you missed the first couple seconds, to get a vase, you can actually get a plastic vase with this size in it to put a Coke bottle in, or a water. Not real big. I just stick it inside the vase. It pops right in, and that's what you're going to hold that in. Otherwise, you're going to spend a lot of money to hold this in. So if you have a bottle, let's say you go get a Mountain Dew or something, this goes right in it. And you can sit there and work on your stuff, okay? You can even fill this up. Take some rice, fill a Coke bottle up, or a water bottle, fill it all the way up. Enough room to stick your little pedal in there, and the rice will hold this down. Sand, rice, dirt, anything to hold this so you can work on it, all right? Something to hold it down. So all I did was just get a vase and put it inside a vase. But you can actually use a Coke bottle, a small one that you drink, or a water bottle, and you can stick your bouquet in it. Fill it up, like I said, with sand, rice, anything like that. That way you have something that's steady that you can work on your bouquet with. Alright? So that's a little secret. So here, I have plenty of... This one ain't going to come out now. It's fine. There we go. I said Coke bottle, anything to put rice, sand in, and that'll hold your bouquet. Alright? Hello, everybody. So happy to see you tonight. So this is going to be a little long of a tutorial, but everybody wanted to know how to make a bouquet. So I'm going to put a link up for the vines when I'm done tonight. Now, because we're doing a cascading bouquet, I recommend getting vines. And you can get them as it comes in a pack. Some of them say a pack of 3, some say a pack of 2. Alright? And each one is priced differently depending on what time of the year it is. For our sunflowers, this one came in a few minutes ago, and I think it's 2. This one had 2 in it. So I'll put that down. And this was, I believe, like $7, but you can do more than one. Alright? And the roses are going to be a little bit more, especially because of this time of the year. It's more money. So before we get started, what I would suggest is take one of your roses and cut it and leave it at the side to make your corsage. Alright, and same thing with our sunflower. And I will teach everybody how to make corsages as well. Let me show you 2 I made. All I'm waiting on to finish this one up is I used my last pin. Alright, and I bought some plastic pins. They'll be coming in, I think they said next week. So we'll do corsages next week, and I'll show you how to put them together and where to cut them. So leave one rose and cut one of your sunflowers and put them aside. Alright, now if they want not only a corsage, a boutonniere, but a corsage as well, then keep aside the same flower, because you want them all to match, out of your bushel. So for your boutonniere, I cut one of the sunflowers, and I did this. It only took me a couple minutes. It's not hard to do, but I do not have the pins. Like I said, I used the last one on the rose. All right, so if you're gonna be making your corsages and boutonnieres, then you're gonna cut out of your flowers. You're gonna leave a couple pieces aside for the rest of your wedding party. All right, because you want them to match. Each color of each flowers you get can be a different color red, a different color yellow, and your brides will notice and they will get upset. So make sure that you just leave one aside that you're going to make for your bridal, your boutonniere. A lot of times I throw in the boutonnieres in with the bouquet. If we're going to do corsages or anything else like that, I throw in one boutonniere with a bouquet when they buy the bridal bouquet. All right, this is a rose. I got one rose and put it aside, and I took one sunflower. So we'll probably be doing these next week because I'm waiting on my pins, and they're different pins than what I normally work with. All right, now as far as your supplies go, whenever you're going to be working on your bouquet, like I said, get a pop bottle, Coke bottle. I put the link up for your handles, all right? They're on Amazon. This is your 7-inch handle, which is perfect. You're just getting on a Coke bottle, a water bottle, fill it with rice or sand. I put mine into a vase. That'll make it where you can hold on to your bouquet and work on it. All right? Whatever it takes. And that's the cheapest way. Otherwise, you're going to spend money on something to hold your bouquet up. And I actually use it and go around it, not just as it's standing still. All right, so we're going to put that aside so I can show you. Make sure that you get yourself some sticks. You can get these at the Dollar Tree to mix your glue. Remember that you do need glue. We are using, silk flowers, so you are going to want glue. So I get these little sticks. You can get them at your Dollar Tree to mix your glue, because as you use it, you're going to be putting more glue into your glue pots. I use a wax warmer to melt the glue. All right, and then we use, I got E6000 in the glue. I have hot glue. I also get my pellets off of Amazon. If you are new to this group, if you click and go all the way down the feed, I actually put up a link a while back, but I can put another link up for the glue pellets I use. Make sure that you have your glue gun, your hot glue, your pellets, your E6000, your washi tape, and I put out a link for this. You are going to need floral wire. Make sure you have your measuring tape, your wand, your scissors. You're going to need your wire cutters. I also use my hole puncher. You could use this to cut. This is what a florist will use to cut their real flowers with. Alright, and make sure that you have a couple of everything. That way if one breaks, you have something else to cut your stuff. Alright. Hi Janet, there you are. Yay, hi Maria, hi everybody, hi Evelyn. Yes. Alright, so which ones are you looking at? So the bridal bouquet, I showed the cheapest handle. There's 6 of them for like $7. They have the 7-inch and they have the 11-inch. Now if you get the bigger, the more it is. Alright? And you're going to see, you make an actual really pretty bridal bouquet using this size. This is your standard size that everybody sells on Etsy, even on Amazon, is your 7-inch. Alright, they have different ones. This will happen to be the cheapest one. They have them in clear. They have fancy handles like a wand. They come in 11 and 7 inches. Alright. Alright. Anything else? Hello. Hi. Hi, Maria. Alright, so let me just start to pull a couple things out so we can go, and then I will lower it down when we're done. Alright. So this is all the flowers that I got. I have some pearls, which every bride wants pearls in their bouquet. So this is a standard thing, and there is a link where I shared where to get your pearls at. This is your baby's breath. There's a link for your baby's breath. Everything's off of Amazon. I will put the link up for our roses. Now, I have several different roses. They're all silk. Ugh. Daisies. These are leftover. I took the daisies out because they don't want the yellow to poke through. As we can use the yellow daisies, the daisy heads, with our daisy bouquet, but with your roses, the yellow is going to overtake that red. So a lot of people are very particular on what they want to use. Let me move this and get some room. Alright. So I will put links up for our roses. Now, before you buy, go check out your Hobby Lobby, Michael's, all that. Remember that they have sales. Now, these roses right here have a bend to it. Alright, and I'll put the link up for this when we're done tonight. This is a bend in it. See the bend right there? So they're going to have your slanted roses, and then they're going to have your straight roses where this is straight. So when it says slant, that's what it means when it's bent over, because this is what can droop. Alright, they actually come, they don't come in a dozen, they come in 10 per a pack, not a dozen. Alright, so we have red. Then I have our straight roses. This is your straight. Alright, here's your straight ones in red. And I only got the red that slants. Otherwise, you're going to be spending a lot of money. So it depends on the budget for your bridal bouquet. How much they're willing to spend is how much that you would be making your floral. Okay, straight. These are your pink. I have them in the straight stem. I have our white. Straight. This, and I'll also look these up. This one has some yellow in it, so I'm going to put this one aside because I took most of the heads off for this. So I'll put that with our sunflower one. These are our vintage roses that we've been using that I put up links for over a year now. I cut out the colors that didn't go with this, so I can use some of the dusty rose to make this bouquet pop. Alright, so you see this one has some white with the dusty. This one just has the dusty because this was in blush and had the purple tones in it. Alright, I'm going to put these aside, and I'll re-put up links for these as well for everything that we used tonight. We're going to be using this, but not in the way that you think. So, and that's going to be the first thing I'm actually going to use for this tonight. Alright, so I'm going to put this over here. Now, I'm going to take the stems off. One. You move this over so you can see more. Move this over. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm actually taking the stems off, and you're going to see what the stems we're going to use them in. They're actually important. Don't throw them out because we actually use them in the bouquet itself. Alright, so go through. So a lot of times when you make bouquets, what do they tell you to buy? The ivy and the greenery. And why is that? It's because you need something to cover the base of your bouquet so you don't see the holes here. So what I do is I cut off some of our stems, not all of it because you still want some greenery going through it as well, but you're not going to use, we're going to cut the roses down. Alright, so right now what I'm doing is I'm just taking off our stems. Not all of them. Don't take all your stems out. There we go. So trim it. Put this aside. And put these aside till I need them. Again, trim. There's no need to go buy all this when you're not going to use the whole rose. Alright? So I'm just going to trim some of it. Some of them, and then if I need more, I'll trim as I go. Alright? We need enough, though, to cover the base of the bouquet. Now, I always have a vase. As you see what I'm doing, I have a vase right here as I'm cutting these pieces of the leaves. I am putting this into the vase. Now what's really important is you do need floral wire. Alright, there we go. So trim them. Leave the one stem, the leaves at the very top, leave that one there, please. Alright, so we're just trimming it. I think I got enough to start us off. Now, if this seems to go longer than normal, then we'll finish it up tomorrow. Because they do, depending on how much you want, how full you want it. This can actually take quite a while to make. It's not that bad. Once you do your first one, you should get the hang of it, honestly. After your first, it should be easy. So, and then you'll learn different ways. It's really fun because with floral, I love floral. Now, I don't, as far as fresh flowers, I don't have the refrigeration for it or the business to do fresh flowers. So when they do order it, it is using silk. Alright, so all of these are your silk flowers. Artificial. Alright, so, and they know, my brides, what they do is this is their main bouquet, and they actually keep it. And then they'll buy the cheaper ones, a cheap one, to throw. Alright, this is a memory bouquet, so it's something they go down the aisle with, and they say forever. Not every bride wants a fresh bouquet, so it depends on who's buying. But if it was fresh, you would be doing the same thing I'm doing right now. You would be trimming the leaves. Alright, and here we go. I'm going to turn this down so we can get started on this. I'm also going to take it out of the vase as we're starting the bottom of it. Alright, so I trimmed those. I have a nice little bunch here. Your ivy, as far as the ivy in different sizes, it comes in 3, 2, it depends on where you buy it. Mine, and when I noticed, they came all, as far as the roses, and this size, but you can cut them down, okay? Remember, this is all, you can cut these down. Alright, so we're going to put our ivy over here, because we're going to be using that. Now with this, what I'm doing is the heads do come off. Alright? And you don't have to cut them. They pop off. So we're going to use a little bit of all different types of leaves to kind of brighten it up. And I'm going to save these because you can put them through your floral stems. Put that aside. So I have one. I'm going to actually save these and take this one. Then if I need that one, I'll take it. But if you're watching, what I'm doing is I'm going to be using the greenery. Alright. So I'm going to push them up. Now I'm going to put this down so you can see them better. Alright, here we go. You're going to cut this at, do an 1.5 inches. I don't need that one. All I want is greenery. So you just push them up. Now, this, you can actually buy ivy, just plain ivy. Alright? I'm trying to use what I have. Otherwise, you're going to be spending a very lot to make a bouquet. Also, find out what their budget is. Everyone has a budget. Like I said, always offer the boutonniere as free. Alright, so we have all of our leaves. I'm going to put these right here for now. Now I'm going to put this over. Let me sit down while we're doing this. Remember, you need your E6000 glue. I'm drinking coffee. I'm going to take my leaves. Piece of floral wire. Now your bigger leaves you can, and actually that's probably the best. Just put one hole using your, you're going to see why I do this. 2 holes. Floral wire. Come on. Where did I put you? Yeah, hard to see. There we go. Look at it again. Sure goes in. The bigger the leaf, when you got real ones, everything pops right through it. As your artificial, you got to put holes in it. Okay? 1. Do this again. Now, if you have a stem cutter, that would be wonderful. I can't afford one yet. I would love to have a stem cutter, but they're expensive. They're like $275. You can probably get them cheaper, like on eBay, or get them see if they got them partial off. I'm actually going to take it around this. Take it through. Stem it. Wrap it. And I'm using all that wire. There's a reason. You can buy this. You can even buy little stems and put at the bottoms of it, inside it. Alright. Take your little washi tape. And this is what's going to go into the foam. Right? It needs to be strong enough to go in. One. Now, these already have your little wire. This is going to help it stick better. You don't need a lot. But it's going to make the glue stick better when you put it into the foam. Alright, because you're using silks, not real. Take it. That's why I said get washi tape. Now, I got black and white right here. However, and you can get the washi tape at Walmart. You can also buy for creative, and we'll go over this later. You can buy this, and it's actually reasonable on Amazon, and you can decorate the bottom with this. You can decorate your wand with washi tape in all colors. Let's take this just a little bit. I gotta get those other leaves. You're learning from start to finish. There we go. So just a little bit. You don't need a lot. And if you got remember, the hotter the glue, sometimes the better. I'm going to trim this down just a tad bit. I have a dispenser for this I'm waiting on. So you can get the dispenser to put your washi tape in. It's like a tape dispenser. But you can put like 8 rolls of washi tape in it. And they sell the dispensers 4. You can get 4 for a decent price. There you go. This is just going to help the glue stick better. Alright. Remember that there is adhesive on this, on the tape. And you're just giving it an extra little bit to hold as you're putting it into your foam. So the main thing is when you start in your bouquet, that is the part that you get ready for, preparing. Alright, as I said, it might take us 2 days, but it's going to be beautiful. It usually takes me, if I sit down, probably about 3 hours. There you go. I'm trying to do this the easiest as possible for you and the cheapest as possible because it can be expensive. There you go. Go buy your floral on sale. That's your best thing. Remember, Valentine's is around the corner, so roses are actually went up, and as you see in the next week, they're going to go up again, even your silk. Alright. Don't really use Dollar Tree and bouquets. You can, but your clientele knows the difference. A lot of them will ask to see the flowers ahead of time. I'm going to do here instead of trying to tweet it through. It takes forever. I'm just going to take some floral wire. in between. Just take it and twist it to about 10 inches. Twist it. You need to make this so it sticks right in. Goes at the bottom. Alright, and like I said, you can actually buy ivy. You can actually buy just plain ivy. You can get all kinds of different greenery. Dollar Tree actually has good greenery. Mine didn't have any in, or I would have got some for fillers to fill in my bouquet. I'll tell you that, I would have already got it. Didn't have any yet. So we're just using the greenery off of, and this is a cheaper way. And it's actually pretty because the leaves match the bouquet. That's another thing. They can tell if it's not matching. They will get upset with you. So you kind of want everything to go together. Otherwise, you're going to have unhappy customers. And unhappy customers is not good. Here we go. Twist it around the stems. Take a little washi tape. You can get the green washi tape, floral tape, from Walmart. You can use your floral tape. I use the washi tape because it's a little bit better than that floral. The floral tends to peel off easier. And usually you use that when you're using your stem cutter. So, there we go. About 10 inches. And you can get your floral stems, you sure can, and poke it through the ends. But this is coming off of the actual rose, so it's not going to have holes in it. Not these type of roses. But you could try. I've done it. I've added it. It's just tedious. So a lot more time. This is easier. Less time. Alright, so you're just taking two together. My husband said, eventually that wire's going to end. He cut this wire and he's like, where did it begin? Because I'm like, where's the beginning of the wire? We couldn't find it. So he had to cut the wire. So when it runs out and the end comes, it's because we cut it. I don't know if you ever got wire like that. Where's the beginning of it? There you go. Down. Take it. You can even, if you wanted to, you can fold it in, make it a little sharp. Just be careful. Don't want to cut yourself either. See how I made that little bend right there? You can do that too. Alright, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a couple more. The base of that. So it depends on how big you make it. Remember that the dress is supposed to be the main thing, then the bouquet goes with the dress. So if you are make the bouquet too big, you're going to take away from the bride. You're going to be focusing on that bouquet, not on the bride. You want it beautiful, but you don't want it too big either, because you can't have too big of a bouquet. So I'm making like a standard cascading bouquet size. It's a standard size. There you go. There you go. Alright, and this, as you see, is going to drape down. Grab a couple more. Alright, Chris. I think I found it. The beginning and the end. Here you go. Again, take this. And the tape is going to actually hold this together for you. I like to go in between the leaves sometimes, especially if it's not looking the way I want it. Just twist it on. Floral wire is your friend. If you want to put stems on this, like I said, you can, but you're still going to be wrapping it. Alright. Because these don't have holes in it. It's not a detachable leaf. Some of your flowers, like the small roses, have detachable. These detach right here. Alright. Alright, so we're going to start with this, and as I need it, I'll add it. So let's get our wand. We're going to start actually right here at the bottom. Dip it into your hot glue. Now, if you feel it needs more than that to hold in, don't be afraid. Just be careful because this sticks to your hands really well. Once it goes on, hard to get off. Just take a little bit. Careful, you don't get it in your hand. Alright, so far. Let's stay with our darker leaves right now. I'm going to put some, just be careful, you can use the hot glue or your E6000. It depends on what you want and how you think it's going to hold up. The bottom sometimes needs that little extra so it glues right in there. Alright, so we have a couple there. So when you look, this will be covered. Don't worry, I add more. Push them down. Alright. I'm going to take it and I'm actually going to fill in 2 more here. This does dry, so don't leave it out of the cap too long. Otherwise it dries up. And try not to get it on your hands. Push it in. Bend it down. Beautiful. We got 3 more. Don't worry, the ivy goes on. Doing our leaf placement first. Doesn't come off. Alright, so when your bride's holding it from the back, you're going to see these leaves. Alright, you're not going to see underneath it. Alright, I'm going to put the top on this. We will be using more of that. I just don't want it to dry up. Alrighty. So you want to know how long do we want the top to be? Well, how long is your bridal bouquet? How big is the question. We have to add on to this to hold it on. Let me see. Do I want it this long? Well, I want it to point. So let me move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing with our flowers. And I like the little ivy pieces hanging there. I like this at the bottom. and the longest piece. And these are exactly all the same. Should go in the center. Perfect. Alrighty. I'm going to put this into here. Let it sit. Let's take our ivy. Take your ivy. Take our wonderful floral wire. And actually, as you can see, bend it. In the ivy, this actually has a hole in it. Put that in. Small amount of glue. And let that one sit. Take your next one. There's a hole in it. All ivies come hollow in the center. Take it. Bend your wire to about 12 inches. Push it into this. Sometimes you have to squeeze it. There we go. Take a little E6000. To the side. Make sure that you have ventilation in your room as you're working on this, because this stinks. Just being honest, it stinks. Strong smell. 10 to 12 inches. Take this, fold it in half. Take your rose ivy. There's a hole right there in the center. Push it in. Set a little bit of E6000 right there at the head of it. Alright, this is the last one we did, so I'm going to put it over here to dry. We're going to go to, it still needs to dry too. Alright. Set over there. Take your washi tape, and you can use black or white. I like to save the white for the handle, or you could get your green floral tape. Is fine. Take this, bend it, wrap it. Oops, she came out. No, don't do that. There we go. Down. Take it, push it down more. Make sure that it's sharp. Nice and sharp. This is going into the bottom. And let that sit right there. Bending it to make it sharp, to point into the foam. Take your wire, wrap it around, and then I'm going to put my washi tape on it. That's better. Much better. Yay! 1, 2. Let's get our third one. Pull this down. I want this to be sharp. So it's like a kind of like a sharp edge to stick into the foam. You're anchoring it in. And you're giving it some security because this has weight on it. So if you don't do that, it can fall out. And you don't want an unhappy bride. And the prettiest part of it is the vine to fall right out of your wand. You'll be very upset with you. Alright. Perfect. Alrighty, let's take this and start on the front. I'm going to move this over. And I'm actually going to put it down like this so you can see me. And then we'll have it up as we get our ivy on to arrange our floral bouquet. Now, I'm doing cascading mainly in the front. Right now, if this is too long, I can trim it. Yes, you can. You can trim it. So you don't have to say, oh, that's too big. It's okay. What I am going to do is I'm going to take this and put a little bit of glue right here. A little bit right there on that foam. And stick this in hot glue. Make sure that your ivy's straight and push that right in. It goes all the way in. Beautiful. See how pretty? Yay! Don't worry, I cover that up. You're not going to see any of it. Take this. That's what we have so far. Beautiful. We have a little bit of E6000 there too. Hot glue. It pushes right in. Yay! Awesome. Beautiful. Very beautiful. And yes, you can cut these and make them shorter if you want. Put that there. Got one more. See if I want it or if I don't. I'm going to put it right there next to that leaf. There we go. There we go. And it goes. Beautiful. Now, I need to add some leaves here. I'm actually going to take my E6000 with this one. Take it under right to the side of it. I'm pushing it in. Underneath. And put one right there. Just one, and it's going to kind of overlap that. Another piece of ivy. I think I'm going to do, I have a little bit of E6000 there. So let's take some hot glue. There's already E6000 in there. Push it in. The wire is what makes it go in. Alright. Now, you can't see anything underneath that vine. Oops. Take this. And let me open this up so you can see a little bit better as we start to decorate our bouquet. actually. This came off, and that's okay. Right here. A little bit of hot glue, or E6000 actually is the best. Take this. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Now we're going to get started. Alright, so here we go. We got the roses drooping to the front, and I'm going to shape those up, don't worry. Now we need to do the bases of our, let me get this. I'm going to shape it before it completely dries on me. There we go. Beautiful. Yay! Okay, now we're going to start on this. Alright, so what I am going to do is, you're going to see as we start to add to this, we're going to start building from here. Alright, we're going to start up. You have a layer here, and you have all this to work on. Before we start on the side here, at the very top right here in that circle, you're going to decide on what color is your base color for your piece. Of course, it's red. The white and the pink are added. I'm going to just put a dot. It sometimes doesn't want to stick. Just a dot. Just push it on there. You can use your sticks if you need to. That's what they're there for. And here's your E6000. That is going to help anything that I put in there with the hot glue adhere to the foam. Now I want a straight rose for this particular part of your wreath. Am I sounding infomercial tonight? Because I certainly feel like I am. I'm sorry. Here we go. Let's cut this right. So on your roses, when you buy them, you're going to see little teeny grooves. Okay, there's a groove here, there's a groove right here, and there's a groove here. This is what makes it easy to pop off. Alright, there is floral, a little tiny piece in there. It's mainly plastic. This is going to be our main piece, so I'm going to go ahead and take off the leaf. Alright, she is going to go right here on the crown. Now remember, we did extra leaves. I hope I have extras, or I gotta rewrap more, but it's fine. We're using these, we call these fillers. I want my main leaves. Alright, so let me get those first. Two together. Let me sit down, sorry. And I'm not trying to sound like an infomercial, everybody. I love you. There we go. Alright, let me take our wire. About 12 inches. 10 to 12 inches. Need to tie this. One. Take it around this length. Like I showed you earlier. Wrap this, two leaves together. I do want to see that on the top. Alright, so when you get up here, you like to kind of bend this in. Alright, so you have a point. That's your point to stick it into the top. Again, take your washi tape or your floral tape and go at the very end right here, around, cut, alright, so we have one, dip it into your hot glue. Remember that at the very top here, we already have E6000. This is going to go to the side, so push it. I got one. Do not worry that it sticks up. The flowers are going to go over it. Take another one. Floral wire. Go around the leaf, around this leaf, onto the bottom, 10 to 12 inches. Make sure you get this nice and tight. Make your point. Tie this really good. So I said we would make it as we go because I knew I was going to need more. I knew it. There you go. Around your floral wire. Cut. Again, I like to bend mine down a little bit. Hot glue. Alright, do not worry about this being up. This is going to help shadow underneath that the roses. Take your rose. Now, you have choices. You can put your tape on it. I prefer tape. Sorry y'all, I do. I prefer to put a little bit of tape on it. It just helps it stick better. Gives it that permanent stickiness because you have adhesive on there. Alright, I'm going to add a little more E6000 at the very top of this. Just a little bit more. There we go. Take your rose, dip it into your glue. Push it in. There's our first rose. And see, this is how we start. You can go all the way down or you leave it up. I want it kind of full. That's our first one. Make sure she's center. Beautiful. She's beautiful. And don't worry about glue. That's what your heated tool you use on your floral as well. Alright, let's get started with this. I'm so excited. Alright, so I have the red. Now we have the red here. We're going to take red, pink, white. Let's get our tilted reds planted. It just helps when they're slanted. That's all. Remember, save your leaves because we use these on everything. I save them for everything I do. Now, this is short. Yes, honey. Oh, thank you. Here, good thing, so I don't drop it. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you. Chris brought me coffee. Alright, so we're going to take it here. You have your little groove there. Here's your pliers. Pops right off. Love it. Alright, so you can even go shorter if you want, but this is going to slant down. And you have that little bit of your leaves for your rose there. So I'm going to put it, well, do I want it? Because I like that one, but this one kind of looks bigger. I didn't realize these look bigger. Oh, I don't want that. So it's going to kind of go down to the, oh. Alright, this looks a wider rose. It is. It's more of an open rose. Let me see. Yeah. Let me put these to the side. I know. Let's get more of our closed rose is what I want. Not for the top. If you start it with that, you need to continue with that. I'm actually going to cut this a little bit shorter though. There we go. And take my leaf off. Take my tape. I'm actually going to cut this off too. Thank you. Here is your wire. Just pull pull this up. There's floral wire in it, so you know. That's the edge of the rose. I pulled the floral wire out. Alright. Let's take this. I'm going to go right here onto the side. Right there. Good. I was like, you're not doing this to me today. No. Grab my clothes rose. Is up above that crease, and that's where I want it. There's your floral wire. Okay, right there. Take this. We're going side to side right now. Onto this side. Take one here and one here. Perfect. We'll be adding leaves, don't worry. And cut. Floral wires right there. If you need to skin it, take the skin off. You just take this and you go down, and it'll clear it off for you. Just right down to the middle, okay? There's your wire. Perfect. Take this. Right here. Put one in the back here, and then we'll start filling it in. Like I said, I didn't use those, but I think we're going to do fine. I have enough to do a regular bouquet with everybody too, with the other roses. Up above, instead of going down here, I'm going up here. Right here. Right where that leaf was. The first leaf on the rose. Alright, kind of stripping it. Alright, makes it easier. These are from Walmart. It actually is a lot easier. There's your wire. Right behind it. Right. Perfect. So we have 4. Alright, so now we're going to start. This is kind of your flat area right here. What do I want? We still have other stuff to put on here, so don't overdo it with your roses right there. Alright, so I'm actually going to go down to our next level underneath. Got one. We're going to start adding some pink and white. And we also have our baby's breath, our pearls, and all this other stuff, and the small roses I want to put in there. Go. I'm actually going to take this and we're going to kind of bend it down. Take our shears. This is actually what you cut roses with. And you can get them from Walmart. Just take that little plastic off. Right there to your wire. Dip it into your glue. And right here. Oh, I think I want to do it a little bit smaller though. And put one there. I'm going to go here to the back, and I'm going to put one here and one here. Alright, your pink. Let's see. Yep. Here we go. I'm actually going to take this off. Easy, easy, easy. And take it right where that plastic is, right there at the cusp here. These are your shears for cutting your roses. And remember, this is plastic, and look how wonderful it is. Stick it into your glue. I'll put one right. And take this. Stick it right where that leaf is. There we go. That's where I want it. Beautiful. Push that in just a little more. Alrighty. There's pink. Alright, so as you're starting to fill it out, now you're going to start adding. Alright, we start at the top. We have here to come out. Now I'm going to start putting in different things to add to it as I'm going through it. I may not even use these. We have our baby's breath. These stems are so easy. There's little grooves in them to cut them and place them the length that you want. Alright? These are the ones I told you to get. I use the stems in making my own handle when I want a longer handle. So these are really easy to use, place into beautiful pieces. Alright, so you're going to decide how long you want it, and that's about, I'm going to go up here. There's a little crease. There's 1, 2, go down a little bit more. Alright, it's about about an inch. This is real easy. Remember that you already have E6000 in here, but you have to push this through. There we go. Here. Zip it. Push it in. Perfect. So we're starting to fill the top. Alright. Go through this. Take it. I'm going to stop for a second to answer your questions, because you probably all have some. I don't really want it there. I'm going to put it right here. Honestly, I don't want it. It's too much. So I'm going to put it there. Alright, let me look down and take questions, and then we can proceed. Hi, Teresa. Hi, sweetheart. Police in the front of my house. Uh-oh. Oh, we're praying. Jana, I love you. Hi, Evelyn. Aww. If you have any questions, I'm looking down at my phone. I can answer for you. Go ahead and cut this. Hi. Hello. Hi, Teresa. Okay, so we're going to go over and in between this, you're going to start adding. So let me take this out. This is what we have so far. All right. I'm putting baby's breath in between. I have 3 pieces here, and I'm going in between our roses and adding it. So I'm going to go over here. Oh, how exciting! You'll be able to make all this. This is going to be fun. You'll be able to do all their wedding stuff, Marie. I did a wedding 2 years ago in all lilacs. Lilac. It was lilac and like a kind of like a grayish silver. It was beautiful. We did the whole table. We did small wreaths to make as centerpieces, because you can take little small wreaths and you can decorate about 8 inches. And then in the center of each one, you can take Dollar Tree glass vases, or you can take candles and you can put it into the center. Fill up your little vase or your little, it's like a little glass vase. You can fill it up with beads, you can fill it up with shells, you can fill it up with all kinds of stuff. But you use your 8-inch and you can make it with your mesh, and then you decorate the glass. It was beautiful. Silver. It was like a gray, silver, and lilac purple. That was a couple years ago. I had a lot of fun though. Alright, so we're going to take this. I'm going in between each rose. Alright. So I want to make sure that we have this going all the way through it. 1. So I got 1, 2 more spots right here. These are what we call fillers. And everybody likes baby's breath. That actually makes your bouquet. Alright, so you want to put that baby's breath in it. Oh, my handle came off. You love their... You can't... Aww. Aww, well you can always make her something special. Sure can. You can always make a bouquet and send it. It's a lot of fun. And it's meaningful. It comes from you, so you can always do it. Alright, so in between each rose, I put one more left, and that's right here. Taking our baby's breath. Alright, just very small. So basically you're cutting it in half. Take it. There we go. Alright, so that's what I have so far. Now, I want to take, because you're not going to, as you're filling this up, you're not going to be able to add this stuff in, alright? Because it's going to get too full. So you want to place, I do layer by layer. Now remember that this has wire at the bottom. However, you don't really want to fold these. You want to clip it. Now, with this, I'm going to kind of move this up. What I mean is you don't want to fold that end. This has wishy-washy tape on it. Just realized that. There we go. Same stuff we've been using. With this, I'm going to stick it right in. I'm going to move it in through my rose. Alright. basically I stuck it in and I moved it through to space it up. I'm going to cut it, cut half of the bottom off, alright? Dip it into your glue that already has your washi tape on it. Take it right here. This is why we do it right away. Find a free spot. Make sure that you get it into that foam. There we go. Pull it up through the bouquet. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me turn this over because I have to work on this side to put some pearls in. Alright, let's see if you can see this and grab some of my dough and a big coffee drinker. There we go. A little more than half. Dip it into your hot glue. Now, if you feel that you need more security, remember there's E6000. Now the top of it, I put some in. Alright. This is not going anywhere, by the way. There we go. And when we put our vine in, that's important. Grab this. And put some pearls on this side. Cut. All you need is a groom. You're so cute. Hi, Lou. I love you. She's so cute. Praying for you to have a groom. Here we go. We're going to take our pearls. And this one I'm really disappointed because it's only got 2. So I'm going to put that down. I want it, there's 3 that I'm pulling through the roses, okay? So again, a little more than half. Clip. Dip it into your glue. Well, you guys think this is going to be beautiful? Wait till you see the sunflower one. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. Alright, so spread it through. Now we do, however, I do spray these with lightly with your E6000, and I do spray the silks with acrylic lightly, may I add, lightly, very lightly, not a lot, because you can actually damage your roses. Alright, so not too much. I do lightly. Alright, so let's pull this back over to the front for you. Now we're going to work on our next level. Alright, now we're going to start filling it in. As you see, it does not, once you learn how to do this, it is not hard to make. It really is not. Now, this is red and pink, and I got the white with the baby's breath. So it's really beautiful. I do want to add, I only want the white ones. And actually, I don't know if I want that. See, it's not white enough. That's why I always look. See, do I want this in? She said red, white, and pink. This is her white, this is her red, that's her pink. Let's see what we're going to do now. Alright, let's take our roses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Take some pink. And 3. Move this over. Let me move these over. I still have a, oh, I forgot that too. I saw these. Actually, these pop right off. Top it. Just giving it a little extra right onto the leaf. There we go. Yay. Okay. I always give it a little extra. Alright, so again, take these off. Alright, I'm going to cut it like right above where that is right here. There we go. Above that big, where that was where a leaf was, the first leaf. And this is going to just cut. There we go. Come on, shears. Don't lock up on me yet. Yeah, they like to lock up on me. And of course, there we go. Thank you. There we go. Just cut that off, and then I'll give you or a wire right there. Take it, dip it into your hot glue. Now what I am going to do now is I'm going to, you want this to go out a little bit. This is going to start filling up, and we're going to start adding. Alright, start to get bigger. So I want 2. Droop it down and take some the droopy ones, and we're going to put it right here. So I'm going to go over here. You're going to start getting fatter now. I'm going to add another red. Above where that leaf was. Now if you want to, if you feel you need that extra security, just take your E6000. Let me put this down. Right here in all your holes. Remember, the heat will allow you to apply right through this. This will give it some extra glue. Alright. Make it stick better. I just put a little bit in each side. So hot glue with E6000 is great. Just little drops. I don't use a lot. There's no sense in a lot, so I don't use a lot. So we started here. The droopy's going to go here. Take this, and I'm going to go over here to this side, because we're going to add our pink in too. and we still have more foliage. So here we go. Take it right here. Oops. Hot glue, be careful. There we go. So 1, 2. Got that E6000 on my hands. I don't like it. There we go. I will add more green leaves, don't worry. There we go, right here. That one came off easy. Shear this. So much easier when you work with real flowers, just so you know. It's harder when you work with silk. It's easier with real floral. I'm just being honest. It is a lot easier with real floral. A lot. Okay. There we go. Did you come out on me? You better not have. Let me sit down like this. Don't be mad. Where'd you come out? There. Let me put some E6000 on you. Alright, so this little booger, it's the only one. Put some E6000 on you. There we go. Much better. Alright, let's put some E6000 on this. Right here. Let it dry too before you start putting all your stuff on. It's just I'm doing everything live, so I'm going to put some E6000 there. And then I'm going to add some hot glue over it. Perfect. And now you know what to do if it falls out. They do that sometimes. Take a little bit of E6000 around that stem. Take my hot glue gun, put it over it. I'm going to melt it in real good. And I'm going to stop moving it around. There we go. Alright. And just to the side, right here, let it dry real good. I'm going to start putting my red there. So if the vine comes off, that means that you don't have enough E6000. That's the first time I ever had that happen. I added some E6000, took my little stick, pressed it in, and added the hot glue gun, which is way hotter than the glue pots. So that just melted it. I could actually hear it fizz. So if you have a problem, that's all you gotta do. Right? Let's take this off. Going up here. And when you're done with your bouquet, remember that go and add. I go through the whole thing and I add to make sure that it's going to last. So they have that everlasting memory. There we go. There's your floral wire. I'm taking this and going right put one over here. We're going to start adding one more red here, and then I got to add my pink, and then we're going to go to our droops. Alright. Our droopy reds, because it droops down. So they're going to open up as they go down. There we go. Take this off. Ooh, I just smell that glue. Air vent when you're using E6000 because it stinks. There we go. And we still have our fillers. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, and... Alright, we're going to start filling this in with some pink. And I think I am going to add, because she does add a couple white. Now I'm looking at it. Now I might put a couple, 1 or 2 here or there. Not a lot, but she did ask for some white. So let's add a couple white. White, put it right here. Good. Yes. Yeah. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I like it. I really like it. Alright. Carefully take your vines over. Want to add some white here. I got 1 here. I'm going to put a white right here. And please don't fall on me because it's heavy. And let me get my glue before it gets on everything. It's like there is a smell of glue. The top came off. So just be careful with your glue. Alright, let me push this up. Rose Bouquet is Wish. Yeah. Chris said that too. Rose Bouquet, wish.com. They have pretty roses. Yep. There you go. Take this off. You know, my husband sent me Colombian roses when he was deployed one year. Came to the house and he sent me a message in the bottle. Take this, dip it in. It was beautiful. And I always say to him, I love you more than all the leaves on the trees. And Chris says, I love you more than all the teardrops in the sky. Yeah. That's one we can write to each other. Mine is, and that's before that little girl came out and said, I love you more than all the leaves and all the trees. I was already saying that for years. I've been saying that for almost 15 years. And Chris started saying, I love you more than all the teardrops in the sky. So we each have our own thing we say. Alright, so we have white, pink. I want to add, there's white. Probably let's add some red. Got 2 white, 2 pink. Let's add our droops, and then we'll add some more. So we do have white and pink, and not a lot to take away from it though. I don't want a lot. We are going to start adding our droopies now. Okay, droops is, this droops down, and it's fuller, alright? We're going to take this right above that first thorn there. I'm going to cut it. Cuts real easy. You take it, dip it in, and this is going to droop down. And place one right here. And it's going to start to droop down. Right? Remember, I still have to put fillers in too. Push it in just a little bit more. There we go. Take my drip, put one over here. So you just basically going through this, but your droop actually starts to droop down, and it's going to give it that little bit of extra to make it fatter. Okay, so now it's going to start getting fat just a little bit. Beautiful. And we still have, I'm going to put one here, one over here, and then we still have to add pink, we have to add red, we have to add baby's breath, and pearls. So let's do some more. You just want to move all over the place. Don't stick you in my water. I don't have any rice in this, so let's see if this is better. I'm afraid it's going to fall. Remember, fill them up with rice and it'll hold it up for you. Really? There we go. Take my drip. I'm going to cut this just a little bit more. There we go. This is going to go over here. And put it to the side. So much easier to do it when I'm not teaching. There we go. Droop. Just one more. There we go. Need one over here. We gotta add our other colors. It's really pretty. Especially where I want it right here. Down. Alright, so I see right here I want to put a white. As you're starting to fill it up, you're going to see where you start wanting to add that little color in. The color right there. And then I'll show you. See, white, white. Red, red, a pink here and here, and then I'll flip it so you can see what I did, and I'll work on the sides. There we go. Sunflower one's going to be fun, just so you know. We're going to have a lot of fun with that one. Why are you giving me a problem? You always cut. Alright. Wire cutter. The wire's showing. And come on. There we go. Pink. Putting on each side right where the ivy is in the front. And putting pink. One. I don't want it that far in. Not that far. There we go. One. Good. This is please don't fall. Take another pink. I'm not allowed to order on wish.com right now because Chris said to be careful with everything that's going on out in the world right now. So we're kind of trying to keep everything limited to where we buy. And I'm just being honest. We really are. We don't know who's a spy and who's not. And we don't know anything, actually. Alright. So, white, white, pink, pink. The back now. And we're still not done. I still have to put baby's breath. I still have to fill it. So I need to add red, red. I'm going to add 2 whites. 1, 2. 1, 2. Actually, I'm going to add pink. So red, red. Yep. I'm going to add another red here. And 1 more here. And then add pink. And a white. Alright, so far. Droop and droop. Droopy. And droopy. This one has a droop all the way at the bottom though. It's fine. I save all your leaves. Catch it. There you go. Cut out your droop. Why am I fumbling? Check my sugar in a bit. Alright, so this is a droopy one. I'm adding where our white is, right here. Okay, right underneath it. I'm actually going to hold this like this. Dip into the glue. Push it in. It's drooping down. Droop, droop. Droop. There we go. Alright. I'm going to add to the back here. That's beautiful. Oh, I like it. I have my small one. I'm going to put this right under that white. And we still have pearls and we still have other stuff. Let me see, where's... Oh, they're just still a droop. There we go. Put it under where that white is. Press it in more. They droop down. We're going to add red here. Try to fit it in. Nope. Put my filler in there. Put one here. Right on this side. Let's put you there. Stay still. There we go. Still have pearls and all this other stuff. And open. Come on. Yeah, they like to get jammed. They're the cheap ones I got from Walmart, so you can get some really good ones online, so, you know, there we go. Oh, that cut it really good, though. There we go. Take it, again, your glue, I want to put one right here. Alright, now we're going to start adding some more color. Let's see where we are. Yep. In the back here, I need to start adding. I'm going to put another one here and start adding some color in it. Don't you follow me. Don't you dare. There we go. I don't have the money for the, they have a stand you can buy for the wands, by the way. So you can work and make your bouquet using your stand. I have the money for it, so I just came up with my own, but I will be using rice on my next one. Fill it with the rice. There you go. And grab my bouquet. And don't like it there. And cut it. I don't like it. Sorry. Don't like it. It's too long. Too long for me. Now, let's get you in. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Put one there. Just filling it in. We got our red and we got our pink and our white after we get all our red in. We cut it up here, right on the droop. It. Beautiful. Alright, got one more red. Where do I want it before I put this all on? I'm going to put one right here in the front and then fill this all up. So we have our pink and white to add, and I still have pearls and our other stuff. Move that over. Move these over. Save your leaves. I actually use those all year long, so I know I keep saying it, but remember, we're going to be adding that also in. So there you go. And take this right at the bottom of where the ivy starts in the front, right here. Perfect. That is perfect. So far, this is what we have, okay? That's perfect. Beautiful. And if she wants me to add like some pink or white roses in here, I'll have a couple left over. So we're going to start filling this in now. Alright, let's start filling it in. This is beautiful. Let me go to the back of this and add our pink and our white going through it and our roses. And then we will add our baby's breath and our pearls, and I'll even put some green, a little more leaves going through it. Alright, so don't, like I said, don't throw out your leaves. They're essential to making your bouquet. People want to see greenery. Alright, and that's the whole point of the ivy. It's beautiful. Now we're going to start adding some more color into the back and going towards the front. Alright, so let's take our pink right here. I'm going to start filling it in. Let's take a pink right about here. There's pink, white. I'm going to add a white here. We're going to do the handle. We're going to finish this up. Probably going to do the handle on a separate where we wrap it, because I want to wrap this. We really should have wrapped it before I started. So we're going to actually do a tutorial on handles and stuff too. Here we go. I'm going to put a white right here. There we go. Now over here, I'm going to put a pink over here. Carefully, doesn't like me today. You don't want to stand still for me. There we go. I'm actually going to take this right underneath that one. Give me a little bit of more room. Let me lay this down actually. I'm just going to lay it just for a second. I want to get in here and add this real quick. Cut this off. Remember that there's E6000 that I put all the way through this, so it's fine. Get over here. Put that red, white, I need a white right here. I'm actually going to leave the leaf on for this one. So when I start adding greenery now, just the one leaf. You need at least a little inch there. One, right here. Gotta add our other stuff. Alright, I'm going to start adding some leaves now. Just need a little bit more greenery, and then we're going to add some pearls and some baby's breath in here. But I want a little bit more. But this is what we have so far. Alright, I want to add my baby's breath, my pearls in there. But I would need to do what we call fill. Alright, it's filler. I do have a red left. And I'm actually going to place that right here. Where my openness is, right here. Need one more right there. So I'm going to take this, put it right there. Perfect. Now I'm looking at it and I'm going to see where I want to add more color. Alright, this has too much red back here. Oh, that's the front. It's supposed to right here. I think I can actually, that's pretty. It's beautiful. Let's see that. 1, 2, 3. It needs one more pink right here. So I'm going to add a pink in here. Alright, this droops down in the back where you're holding it. It droops so you don't see anything. And it cascades in the front. I'm going to take a pink and place it right in here. Then we're going to add some more leaves. I want to add some baby's breath and pearls. Take my pink. I'm actually going to leave the leaf in on this one. There we go. And take it out right. Here's my floral wire. Tip it in. And take it right there. Perfect. That is actually perfect. Let's see if I want to add any more white before I add anything else. One, two. Let's add. No, I like it like this. I like it like that. Alright, let me go and we're going to add some greenery, just a little bit. Actually, this is perfect. You can't see not one hole in this. Everything's covered. The whole entire bridal bouquet. Not one hole. You can't even see underneath it, and that's what you want. We're going to add our pearls and our fillers, our baby's breath. And if we have time, I'll check the time, we'll wrap and do our ribbon. If not, we'll do that when we do our sunflower one. Okay. If you would stay still for me, I would be happy. I'm not going to today. Alright, let me just put that there while I cut my baby's breath. Alright, we have our baby's breath. Cut a couple of pieces. I'm cutting it. 2 is shown. 1. That one must have fallen off. There you go. So 1, 2 and half. Push this down. One, two. We got 1, 2. How beautiful, just beautiful. And we still have enough to cut here to use in other pieces. Alright, I'm going to take this and I'm going to start going through it. Now, you want to add your greenery. This is the key. I'm going to take this. This is hard right here. It's for a wire. Move this over. Oh boy, I have a lot of leaves. I can put them in a Ziploc bag. pops off, don't worry, it pops right back on. And put a little glue on it too. Alright, let's take this and let's add. There we go. Start adding in. This is what we call fillers. And it's going to make the bridal bouquet beautiful. Let's start adding. We're going to be putting our pearls in as well. Take one. Right there at the bottom of that. You can cut it a little bit longer than that too. There we go. Washi tape. Very bottom. Oh, I taped it. I didn't get enough on it. Floral tape. You can get your green floral tape too. Okay. Take it. Go in between and add. Start adding all the way through it. I'm adding baby's breath. Alright. And a leaf. You don't need every one of them, does not have to be a leaf. Alright, I'm going to leave that there. Not every one of them. Take it. Okay, I'll stick you right on top. And if you don't go, I'll put you somewhere else. There we go. Take it. And go. Let's stick this in. I'm going to put a little bit of glue going through the baby's breath when I'm done. And also when you use your adhesive spray, it's actually going to make it stay. So I'm going to take a little bit there though. Just a dab. Don't use a lot. Just a little dab. Remember, that's hot. There we go. Alright, I'm just adding. We're going to be putting pearls in this too. I'm going to take this, take my leaf, bottom, a little bit of tape, not a lot. Stick it in your hot glue in between. Going some of this. There we go. I'm going to add some over here. And I want to put some more in it. Definitely want a little bit more. Put this together. Alright. Now if you feel this is going to fall apart, again, do not be afraid. You only need a dab, and please, if you have asthma, wear a mask. I wouldn't even open that because it stinks. It'll make you have an asthma attack if you have asthma, so be very careful. I don't want anyone getting sick. Or if you have COPD, that's not something you want to open up and your house. Alright, stick it in the glue, hot glue. Put this right here. Beautiful, perfect. That's what I want. We add a couple more. I need to put some here and one at the bottom. Let me show you what I did. Oh, I have the side too. All I did was add baby's breath. Alright, so all I'm doing is I'm going in between, adding my baby's breath. There we go. I'm actually going to lay this down. Gently lay it down. Take my leaf, my baby's breath, together, zip it in, and take it right in there. Take some over here. Need some going through it. I'll have to cut some more. Definitely. There we go. It. Dip it in your hot glue. And there we go. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. I want to add just a few more leaves. No, it has enough. We'll see. We shall see. I always look at it with fresh eyes the next day. And sometimes I add. So, I add. I do. I do. There you go. There we go. Right there. I think I filled this thing up. Alright, I need to put some pearls, and I want to add a few more pieces of baby's breath onto the back. Oh, I think we're good, actually. Alright. I have a bow that we need to do as well. We're probably going to do, what time is it? How long have I been on? 2 hours. So we'll probably end up doing the bow. Come on early tomorrow, and we'll wrap the bottom of our bouquet and do our bow. I do want to get my pearls in though. We need our pearls in. So let me hold her right here. Stay. Thank you. Thank you. Get our pearls. I'm going to cut it in half. Put it through and go through. Make sure you find an open spot because it is completely, my bouquets are full. They are completely full. There's one. Go over here. I might add need to put some baby's breath at the bottom of those roses, though. Hold on. Told you. Never done. Never, ever done. There we go. We'll wrap it and add our ribbon. I'll come on for a short tutorial tomorrow. We'll wrap our wand, add our ribbon, and we'll look at it with fresh eyes, see if I want to add anything else. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it at the bottom of the roses where the vine starts. Dip it into my hot glue. I'm going to open up these roses, and I'm going to, again, I have no room. Oh yeah. I did good. This baby's full. Alright, let's turn her over. I'm going to start adding more pearls in her. Just be very gentle with this, please. There we go. Pull it through. Beautiful. Cut in half. Open this up. Pull it through. Get to the side here. My vine is good now. They're not coming off. And that you do want to double check your vines, because honestly that's where the weight is going to be. I honestly suggest using the E6000 and hot glue, and sometimes you have to go through it more than once. As you saw, it was only that one piece, and I put enough on it and sealed it. It's nice and pretty now. There you go. Let's add some more pearls. Take this, go in here. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. Breathtaking. I'm gonna add, I made my own bouquet when we got married too. And mine was a little bit different than this. I had white, pink, and red roses, but it was a little bit different. I used light pink and fuchsia pink with mine. I mean, it was beautiful, but I made mine. For the Oprah show, that I made that bow. Sure did, when we renewed our vows. I'm going to take a couple of those little daisy things. I don't like the way that rose looks right there. Let me stick one right there. We put more. And you're going to have to actually look inside to find a place to put your pearls. This is very, very full. There you go. Beautiful. We need one there. Gently. I want one right here. And then I'm going to take those little. There's one there already. Beautiful. Alright, so on the picture, she said, go with it, make it. I just want it white, pink, and red, but it had these little, these look like baby's breath to me, but they're baby little sunflowers starting. And it was going through the red and white. I'm going to take it right there. Just add a little something in here. there. I don't like the way that rose looks. I'll take a couple of these. Just pull them off. Put them on the leaves. Just a couple. The leaves are beautiful. I may add a couple more leaves going through it in the top. I'm going to let her see it and see if she likes it, if she wants me to add a little more greenery. So I'm going to send a picture to her tomorrow. I do want to put the ribbon on it first. After we're done, I'll send a picture. Put some ribbon on this and wrap it. Alright. There we go. Now, if you want to put into your vine, now when you see the vines, they are always red or they're the other color. It's not, they don't, unless you tweet in little things, this is how it looks. Alright. It's very covered. The whole bottom. You cannot see not one piece of foam. Oops. Move this out of the way. Move my mess out of the way. Not one piece of foam. This is beautiful. Beautiful. It cascades down. Now, I have a couple white and a couple pink. If she wants me to add, I might even add over, I think I might add one right here. Right there. Hold on. Not done yet. See a place I need to add. This is what you do. Look at it, evaluate it. If it looks bare, then you need to add. Nothing like a hole. It doesn't look bare, it just does, it looks like it's missing. I'm going to add a white. With the leaves right here. Open this, move this out. Add right there. Perfect. Now I'm happy. Alright, here we go. Now I'm happy. Alright, so if she wants me to add anything, you can add it right on your vine. But honestly, the vine is usually the red. That's the way it is. The red and then the multicolors in the top of your bouquet and around it. This is red. Right? Beautiful. Cascades. I may add a little bit of leaves. Maybe no, it doesn't need any more. It really doesn't need any more. Actually, perfect. There we go. We'll do the ribbon and we're gonna mend our, okay, so tomorrow, after everything's dry, let it dry overnight, also spray it, we're gonna wrap the wand, and I'm probably gonna wrap a wand in front of you that will be just like this, but we're gonna wrap it, and then I'm gonna add a bow. And honestly, with this, it doesn't need a bow unless she wants a bow draping underneath it. But usually, you wrap the wand. I don't like the color. I'd probably wrap it and silk it with pink. Alright? Put some silk on it. Put a little bow. You're not going to see the bow because this is so full. Alright, this is full. See if you can get it. Here, close up. Here is our bouquet. There's your bouquet. And this is a big bouquet. This is actually a large. This is not a little one. This is a large one. And down. Beautiful. Pink and red and white. All the way down to the bottom. No holes. Can't see a thing through it. Just needs to be completely covered. No holes. Can't see. No foam. Completely covered. A true bouquet, you should not be able to see anything in it. Alright, here we go. Alrighty, and let it sit there. I'm going to cover this up, show this off, and I'll take questions.